Have you ever wondered about the fine print in international shipping agreements, especially when it comes to who pays for what and when? Navigating global trade requires a clear understanding of responsibilities, and to commonly used terms, FCA and EXW, often cause confusion. Fundamentally, FCA, or free carrier, places more responsibility on the seller to deliver goods to a specified carrier or location, often including export clearance, whereas EXW, or Ex-Works, places the maximum responsibility and risk on the buyer right from the seller's premises. The main difference lies in the point at which risk and cost transfer from seller to buyer. The underlying reason for these distinctions revolves around control, cost, and convenience for both parties. EXW Incoterm means the seller simply makes the goods available at their own factory or warehouse. From that point forward, the buyer is responsible for all transportation costs, export customs, and risks associated with moving the goods. FCA, however, shifts this burden slightly to the seller, who is responsible for delivering the goods to the nominated carrier at a named place, usually cleared for export. This means the seller handles the initial loading and export formalities, providing a more balanced distribution of duties. To decide which Incoterm is right for your shipment, consider who has better control and knowledge of the logistics at the point of origin. If your buyer is experienced in their own country's export procedures and has preferred carriers, EXW might seem simpler. However, if the seller has more expertise in local loading and arranging export documentation, FCA offers a smoother process. Always ask yourself which party is best positioned to manage the initial leg of the journey efficiently and cost-effectively, and who should bear the risk for that segment. It is important to understand the concept of the place of delivery, which is where the risk officially transfers from seller to buyer. For EXW, this is typically the seller's premises, but for FCA, it is the designated carrier's location. Another critical detail is main carriage, which refers to the long-distance transportation. Under FCA, the seller manages the goods up to the main carriage pickup point, while EXW obligates the buyer to arrange and pay for the main carriage from the start. Both terms requiring clear communication regarding export formalities and customs clearance to avoid delays. Choosing between FCA and EXW is about strategically allocating risk and responsibility based on the capabilities of both the buyer and the seller. Making an informed decision ensures smoother international transactions, reduces unexpected costs, and minimizes potential delays, ultimately fostering more efficient and reliable global trade partnerships.